morning. I'm just in the middle of getting ready at the moment. I actually wasn't planning on doing a full face of makeup, but I accidentally put foundation on without thinking, so now here I am. A lot of people have asked me for my makeup routine, and honestly I feel like my makeup routine is so boring because I've been doing it for so long. But if you guys want, like, I can list the products that I use. This week I'm going to be going through a bunch of old clothes again. My boyfriend gave me like a bunch of old t-shirts and shirts that he has that he doesn't wear anymore. I'm really enjoying doing some sewing at the moment. Some of you guys have subscribed to me for crochet content. Please don't worry, I will still be doing crochet content. It's just at the moment I really want to learn how to sew properly and like figure out the skill while I'm obsessed with it. I've always just wanted my channel to be revolved around this idea that you should make time for creative hobbies because they are so important and I don't think enough people make time for them. My whole life has always been centered around creativity. Like everyone in my family are so creative, so I've always spent my whole life like harnessing and learning creative skills. I really want my channel to just remind you that you should have a creative hobby and that it's never too late to pick something up. I think that's the thing that deters a lot of people, is the idea that once you're in like your 20s or your 30s or whatever, if you haven't had a creative hobby by now, then there's no point in picking one up. And also people get really frustrated when they try to pick something up and they're not good at it straight away. It's kind of like a deterrent because people just want to reap the rewards of a creative hobby from the get-go. But I would say that the best part about having a creative hobby is watching your progress over time. Like that's why I'm really enjoying sewing, because I am really enjoying, you know, progressing and like learning new things, and you guys have been teaching me so much. I feel like I can watch all of my progress. It's the same thing as crochet. I didn't pick up crochet until maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, and now it's literally like how I make a living for the most part. That would have never happened if I had this mindset of like, oh well, I've never done it my whole life, or I'm not good at it to begin with, so I'm just gonna give up on it. I was horrible at crochet when I first started. Being talented is actually, in my opinion, it's not really a thing. You have to take the time to learn the skill. You're not born with like a talent. Like obviously some people are more naturally creatively inclined. Most people are talented because they spend their life trying to develop that skill. Sorry, I've gone on a whole tangent. I'm really excited about this series that I'm doing. I feel like I have my creative spark again. I love giving you guys crochet patterns, but it is a very monotonous thing for me to film. I'm making a pattern and then the next week I'm just filming and editing my hands, like showing you what to do, and it's just not, I can't really get very creative with it. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying just feeling like I have a lot more creative freedom now. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed my videos last week. Hopefully I can keep making things that you guys enjoy. I just want to have like a chill one this week. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. I think I'm just going to try and do like minimum 3 pieces, but no pressure, because last week I was like, oh, I can definitely do more than 5. Like I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I always challenge myself to do more, and there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes I really just need to give myself a little bit of a break. And also over the weekend I went to my cousin's 25th birthday, and I literally have not had a hangover that bad in the longest time, and I genuinely think it's like wiped me out. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my makeup and then I'm gonna show you guys the t-shirts that I'm thinking of upcycling this week. This lighting is significantly better. If only I could do my makeup in front of the window like this. I just don't really want to stand for that long. This is what my makeup looks like, by the way, in a much better lighting. This is what my makeup looks like in much better lighting, by the way. So if you actually want a makeup routine, please tell me. I'm not trying to gatekeep or anything. I just feel like not a lot of people would be interested, but I have had a few people ask me now. So I'll probably just do like a short or something, because I feel like it's not really my style of content to like sit down and do my makeup, even though that's literally what I just did. Oh no, my cat's about to start eating. It's gonna be crunching. Okay, she's done eating. So this is the bag of clothes that my boyfriend gave me. I'm just gonna quickly go through them and try them on, and we can like kind of assess what we're working with. Okay, this is the first top. It's so bright. I don't actually know that I would ever wear anything made in this color. I'm also just trying to imagine my boyfriend in this top, because he's never worn it around me because it's been sitting in his cupboard for so long, but like he's got bright red hair. This is like a lot. I don't know. I'm sure he would somehow have managed to pull it off. He looks good and everything, so that's kind of annoying. But I don't know that I'm going to work with this. I feel like this would be better off donated, because I feel like it would look really good on somebody out there. I actually really like this. I like the color palette. I think I would make like a halter neck top out of this. Last week I was going to make a halter neck top and then I didn't, and I feel like it's just been lingering in the back of my mind. I feel like this would be a good t-shirt to do that with. I feel like the pattern of the fabric would be really cool as a halter neck. Like a full length like triangle. I'm trying to explain this to you. A full length triangle cut with like thicker strap kind of halter neck. The material's not too stretchy stretchy either, although I do feel like I'm gonna have the same issue that I had last week with like the stretchy material. A few of you commented on that video being like, you need to get a ballpoint needle, it will like change your life with jersey fabric. So I'm going to go to the shops and get one of those this week. So maybe this is something that I'll have to do once I have that needle. I also have no idea how to change the needle over on my machine, so that's gonna be a journey. This is another one that I probably won't do anything with, just because again, I feel like this is something that somebody would thrift and really love. I actually don't mind this. It's got like a massive logo on the back. I don't really know what I would do with it. I did see a girl on TikTok take in the waistline and then cut here so it's like baggy at the top half, which I feel like would be cool in theory, but not with this t-shirt, I don't think. If there was no logo on it, I feel like it would be good, but with the logo, it just kind of seems like out of place. We're getting into button-down territory now. I'm really surprised you gave me this, actually. It's a really nice shirt. I really like it. I really like this pattern. Is that the one I'm looking for? What would I do with this? I could bring in the waistline. I don't want to waste anything on this top because I do really like the material of it. But this is also another one that I could completely dismantle and just use the material to do something with. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like this is just a good basic to have in my wardrobe without like, it's because it's not huge. I don't know. I feel like I should just keep this as is because I feel like it will come in so handy. All I do when I try things on is just pull the waist to see if I like it. Do you know what would look really cool with this is like, you know, when people do like the bubble sleeves, although I feel like I don't have enough material to do that. It's like pouring down with rain outside. I really hope you guys can't hear. I think it would be cool to maybe change like the position of the buttons, and then I wouldn't really have to take anything off. Like I could just change where the buttons are. What do you guys think? This looks like a pajama top, and it feels like one too. It's like a weird material. I don't know, you guys probably can't tell, but it's not like a typical like cotton. It's like, I don't know, it's like a weird, I feel like I would have to completely dismantle this. I don't think there's anything that I could do with this as a shirt. Like I feel like I would have to fully take it apart. I'm kind of thinking like I'm trying to remember the name of the store. I think it's called Itadaki or something like that. They have these really cool shirts that are made out of like plaid material like this. I feel like I could make something like that out of this, because otherwise it is giving pajama. Okay, well that is everything. I'm gonna start with this shirt, I think. I'm gonna just like spend a little time brainstorming. I've just gone through Pinterest and whatnot for the last like 10-15 minutes, and I have some ideas. Also, if you want another playlist, I will link it down below. This is another playlist that I made. It's called Fresh Sheets, and it's like soft music that's comforting rather than depressing. So if you want that, let me know. It's like my favorite rainy day playlist. Anyway, I have some thoughts about some things that I want to do. I might go to Spotlight, which is like a big craft store in Australia. I might go tomorrow and buy some Shirring. It's the thread that is like elastic. I need to buy some of that anyway. I don't think I have any. I will double check, obviously. The weather is insane today. This is like my favorite kind of weather though, so. But yeah, I will obviously double check that I don't have this stuff on hand before I go and buy it. And then I also need to get a ballpoint needle. One button down shirt idea that I have that I'll put on the screen. And then I don't know if I really want to do that much to this shirt that I'm wearing right now. Sometimes it's good to have like baggy, oversized button down shirts. But I was thinking something fun that I could do is hand embroider something onto it to make it like a little bit cooler. I really do love the idea of doing something like that. I also have never really ventured into hand embroidery before. I don't know. Those are my 3 ideas right now. Oh my god, it's actually so cold. I can't cope. I'm gonna make myself some lunch and I'm gonna explain to you what I'm thinking of doing with that button down top. So I know that I said I was thinking about doing embroidery, which I still am. Hold on. I'm making myself a miso soup, which I've never done before, but apparently it's really good for you. After the weekend, I feel like I really need to get back on top of my gut health. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I have this tofu here. I'm vegetarian and I want everyone to know about it. This is literally the best tofu I've ever had in my life. I'm normally like a bit of a tofu hater, but lately I've been trying to like get back into it. I'm trying to get into it. If you're from Australia and you're looking for tofu, this tofu's at Coles, I think. Anyway, I used to do this thing a lot where I would basically take like a plain clothing item and I would draw all over it. Kind of like patchwork style, I guess you could say. I kind of want to bring that back because I used to have so much fun doing it, but I'll do it embroidery instead. I've sketched up like a bunch of stuff that I think I like. They are not my original pieces of work. So if you know who the artist is, please let me know. I would love to credit them. The only issue is that if you're using the thread that I'm using, it's quite thin. So I could either do the embroidery with like thin cotton thread and spend my whole life on it, or I could get a thick tapestry needle and black yarn and do it that way, which is risky because then if I don't like it, too bad, because that's going to create really big holes in the top. So I have to be absolutely certain that that's what I want to do. It's a new day. Let me show you where I'm at. I've got the two bunnies and then the little tooth down there. So that's what it's looking like on the back. So I'm thinking I'm going to do something small like up here just to balance it out, because at the moment it's like kind of far away. Today I need to obviously do the front of the top. I was showing my boyfriend last night and he was like, I might wear that again. Oh, please. He came over last night with even more shirts. So we're gonna have a quick look at them and see if I get inspiration for anything else this week. I can always make some more stuff like in the weeks to come. Okay, let's have a look at what's in here. I mean, I'm always a sucker for red, so I probably will keep this and do something with it. The only thing is that the pocket on this is really big and it's got a zipper on it, which I feel like is a cool element that I would probably want to maintain. I feel like I should keep it until I feel more secure with my sewing skills. I feel like this is one of those ones that I could do what I mentioned yesterday, where you bring the waistline in and cut this so it's loose up here. This was literally my t-shirt. I've been wondering where this went. He's had it in a donation bag this whole time. Well, I'm just gonna take it back. I don't want to do anything to this because this is like just like a good lounging about tee. I don't reckon I would do anything with this because I think it's a good basic white tee. If I donate it, someone will love it. This is cool, but again, I already have white t-shirts. Should I do the thing I was thinking? Oh, okay. Should I do the thing that I was thinking of with the Tommy top or this top? I think I'll do it with the other top and donate this one. I actually think this was my brother's. I think it was my brother's and then he gave it to me and then I gave it to my boyfriend and then my boyfriend's now giving it back to me. This would just be like a lounging around top for me. Like I would never wear this color. It's a fun little top. I just have so many lounging about t-shirts and I'm trying to like enhance my wardrobe because I'm always dressing like Adam Sandler when I leave the house. As much as I love that, sometimes I want to feel a little bit cuter. I think I'm going to donate this one. Let's get back into this shirt. I have a lot that I want to get done today. I feel like this is such a fun way to do up a shirt if you don't have a sewing machine or if you don't know how to sew. I feel like this is like a fun way to upcycle. Obviously it's still huge on me, but I think it's a really cool layering piece to have. I don't know, I think like styled properly, this is a pretty cool piece. I just got back from the shops. I had to go and get a prescription made up. Yesterday was a bit of a write-off. I woke up and I was feeling pretty unwell, but I have a fear of the doctors. So that's like a whole issue in itself. I have a fear of randomly passing away in my sleep and I also have a fear of doctors. So when I get sick, it's like a nightmare. I'm just scared of them because I've had like bad experiences with them in the past. And so I feel like I don't trust them anymore, which is like, obviously I can't generalize an entire industry, but I just have not had good experiences. And I've probably had like 8 different doctors in my like adult life. One time I went to the doctors with a stress rash and I'm not even kidding. It cost me $80 for that appointment. And the doctor pulled WebMD up in front of me and pointed to my symptoms and was like, it could be because you're having a hot hot shower, and I was like, no, I think it's because I am stressed. Yeah, so I don't really trust doctors, so I tend to avoid them. But last night with my anxiety, I was like, I just need to like talk to a doctor. And then I remembered one of my best friends is a nurse, and she told me that just like general feelings of not being 100%, she just like will do a telehealth appointment and see what the doctor says. And so I did a telehealth appointment this morning, and then they prescribed me some medications. So I just went to the shops and got my prescription made up. Not feeling 100% still. We'll see how I go today. I'm really annoyed because I lost a whole day in the process, because yesterday I spent the day like in bed napping and just like bed rotting basically, which is a recipe for disaster in my brain. If you've watched previous videos of mine where I've spoken about like my different anxieties, one of them is that I have this like constant thought in my head that if I have a bad day, it's gonna result in like all of my hard work and progress being completely like wiped off of the face of the earth. This week I took Monday off. I've taken yesterday off, and so I really only worked 2 days this week. The whole reason why I have chosen a path of self-employment is because I want to be able to be in control of my schedule, and like if I feel sick, I want to be able to take a day off. I am so grateful and lucky to be in a position where I can just wake up and be like, I feel really horrible today, like I'm just gonna take the day. But now I have this like battle of my internal voice behaving as like a really nasty boss, and so I feel like because I've taken the day off, I have to like overcompensate and like completely push myself. My mom yesterday, while I was unwell, went and got the stuff that I needed from the shops like for this week's video. She got me the ballpoint needles. I got like a mixed pack. It's got different sizes. I didn't know that there was different sizes, and when I called the store yesterday to see if they had it in stock, the lady was like, what size do you need? And I was like, oh, that's a good question. I should probably check my machine. And then I looked it up afterwards. The different sizes depend on the material you're using, not your machine. So I just stay embarrassing myself, and I ended up getting it from that local craft store. I just keep having embarrassing moments there. I'm on a journey, okay? I'm a beginner, I'm on a journey, I don't know these things. So I got that, and then I also got my Shirring thread. I got like a pack of white thread and black thread. That's where I'm at. I'm gonna have some meds. I'm going to get into comfier clothes, and then I'm gonna get started. Also, I flipped this top last night because I was like doom scrolling, and it was making me really anxious. And I ended up flipping this top. Let me show you. How cute is that? All I did was add a button on this side and a buttonhole on this side, and now I can like cross it over itself, but I can undo it and have it as like a normal button down as well. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm having the worst time with this top. Obviously, I've never used Shirring elastic before. Also, I listened to all of you about putting the whole thing of thread at the top. I was using a bobbin. That's so embarrassing. I'm having the worst time. I tested it on different fabrics and stuff. I've wasted so much thread. I actually can't. I've unwound and rewound the bobbin probably 4 times now to try and get the tension on the bobbin right. Then I've changed the tension and the stitch type on my machine probably 5 times as well. And when it starts to get okay, the thread on top snaps. I don't know if this is actually gonna work. It's still quite big, like even with this. I don't know if I should like pull the thread underneath and tighten it, but then I feel like it'll just break. And I think I'm actually gonna not do these bottom 2 that you can see here, because I want it to stop about here. Look, I'm just gonna finish it and see how I feel about it. It's just, it's looking really big still. I'm gonna do the other 2 and then I'll report back. This is my favorite thing that I've ever made. I feel like I say that like every week that I make a new thing, but this is so cute. I'll actually wear this all the time. My mum just came home like as I finished it, and she was like, oh, did you make that? It turned out so cute. Once I got the hang of it, it was fine. And once I cut this off, everything like came together. I literally actually can't believe that this was made by me. It's so cute. The back of it is so nice. I love the way it like hangs over. If you are a beginner at sewing, like me, do this immediately. This is just unbelievably cute. I can't believe I made this. I literally never film over the weekends. Yesterday, I used my halter neck top to basically try and makeshift my own pattern for this top. I think it's going okay. The original halter neck is just a little bit too small across my chest. I've had a few nip slips with that top, so I don't want to be experiencing that with this top. I'm going to try and start stitching things together today. Yesterday, I did start to try and do it, but I changed the needle over, which actually wasn't difficult. Well, I thought it wasn't difficult. And then when I went to like test some stitches, the top stitches are not working. So I've done something wrong when putting the new needle in. For the life of me, I cannot figure out what's wrong with it. So I need to fix that before I can even get started on stitching. I'm feeling so much better already. That medication has been doing me wonders. Oh my God. And also, hold on. So last night, my boyfriend and I, all of our plans fell through. We decided to just like have dinner and a movie night in. But he knows that I always need to be doing something with my hands when I'm watching TV. I can't just like sit still. Because I have been like taking a little break from crochet these last couple of weeks, he got me Lego. He got me a pigeon. They're one of my favorite animals. How cute is this? Did you guys ever watch the show Pigeon Boy? Every time I bring up that show with somebody, they're like, what the hell is that? But I think that's why I love pigeons so much, because I used to watch a show when I was a kid called Pigeon Boy, and it was like this guy would turn into a pigeon and he, like all the pigeons would flock around him and like help him save the day. So I really need to get this top done. I am house sitting next week, so I won't have access to my sewing machine. So it needs to be done. I fixed the issue. I thought that it was the needle because I had never changed a needle over on a machine before, so I just assumed that that's where I went wrong. This might have been the issue when I was trying to upcycle that stretchy brown top I had. The thread that I was using, it's not strong enough. And I don't doubt that you guys were right as well about the ballpoint needle. I definitely think that that has already helped me. So my great grandma gave me this like massive tub of all of her thread that she's used for her sewing machine. And that type of thread, it works really well for like light cotton materials because it's like quite a light thread. I feel like the fact that it's shiny, I don't know why, I can't explain it. In my mind, shiny correlates to something like silk. It's a very light thread, and I just feel like applying that to like a more heavyweight fabric doesn't make sense, but it's only just clicked that that might be the issue. Luckily, I did have a couple of, what do you call these? I had a couple of these that I had bought for myself back in uni. What is this? Just 100% cotton thread. I don't know what this is. Pulled that out to see how it would go, and then I just did a test stitch and already it's a million times better, and it actually worked. And also you guys told me that with jersey materials, zigzag stitches are best, so I just trialed a zigzag stitch and it's like perfect. Lesson learned, for thicker jersey materials I need like a cotton thread and not whatever the hell I've been using. So now I can finally actually start stitching everything together. Ready to go now, so I am going to stitch everything together and then hopefully the top will be done and hopefully it fits. I'm having really good luck this week or something. Like, how did this turn out exactly how I imagined it to? I'm so shocked and confused right now because I feel like last week I was struggling so much with stretchy material, and then this week I'm making an entire top out of stretchy material. I have to say thank you so much for all of your tips. Telling me to get a ballpoint needle and use a zigzag stitch has actually changed my life. I feel like most of the clothes that I'm going to want to make are going to be made out of material like this. Had you guys not told me to do those things, then I don't think that I would have been able to make this, and therefore I wouldn't now have the motivation to go and make a bunch more stuff. So thank you so much. Trying to learn a new skill and having a whole community of people that like already know the skill, amazing. Couldn't ask for more. I'll show you close up. So I've got the Tommy logo here, and then I kept the tag and put it on the back of the halter neck as well, which I think is just a cute little element. If you look really close at the top, there are definitely a few flaws that you can see, and I haven't cut off any of my threads yet. I'm obviously in winter right now, but come summer I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of this top. Okay, I will see you next week. Have a lovely day and thanks for watching.